What advice would you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close. You know what I mean? You have to be game, and then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost. You may have got $30 million. You should give Usyk a kiss and say, "Can we do this again?" Don't let this internalize you. Oh, I can't fight now. This white boy kicked my ass. People are laughing at me. No, he kicked my ass for $50 million or $30 million. I hope he kicks my ass again. But this time it might not work out that way. I'm gonna kick his ass. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight to be the best. You have to do it more and more and more.
Mike Tyson has finally spoken out about the wild showdown set between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, and his reaction has the boxing world buzzing. If there's anyone who understands true heavyweight power, real danger, and what it means to stand across from a monster in the ring, it's Iron Mike. And the way he broke down this matchup has caught fans everywhere. Off guard, Tyson started by addressing a truth many people still try to ignore. Jake Paul is no longer the inexperienced YouTuber critics pretend he is. Tyson has spent time with Jake in the gym. He's watched him train, felt his shots, and observed his work ethic firsthand. He has openly said that Jake carries legitimate knockout power and has the kind of obsession and drive that most people underestimate. According to Tyson, Jake also possesses something rare among fighters: unwavering self-belief combined with zero fear of looking foolish. That mindset alone, Tyson says, makes him more dangerous than people realize.
Are incredibly good in the respect of when there's an unbelievable opportunity for a fighter. We saw it with Taylor Serrano. They get it. Obviously here, there needed to be a commercial benefit of allowing AJ to do it. So that was part of a negotiation. But it was all very fair. And one of the reasons that we're taking this fight away from the money, and this applies to the Zone and Turkey al Sheikh, is we're the hottest thing in boxing right now. All of a sudden, boom, straight back in. And when he knocks Jake Paul out, the profile in America, the profile around the world, we're the hottest thing in boxing. AJ, all over again. So that's what we're saying, that the Zone, Turkey al Sheikh, you're going to get AJ back in 2026 as the #1 star in the sport. And there'll be some people watching who's going, "Oh, no, he's not." So, who will be bigger than AJ? Right now, after Miami's press conference today, and after he does a job on Jake Paul, who's the biggest star in boxing?
I already know for a fact that he is not allowed to get knocked out within the first, probably half of the fight, and they're probably gonna let him let loose towards the end. You guys are all gonna see a fight where in the first 4 or 5, it's just gonna look like, oh, how come Anthony Joshua's not engaging that much? And in the last 3 rounds, Joshua's just gonna start laying the hammer. And if Jake doesn't get knocked out, it's like, dude, Jake, he's with the heavyweight. Jake is going to come out looking good. And guess what? Joshua's gonna make a fat check.
Well, I think you just ruined my dreams a little bit, dude. I was really excited for this fight, and now I'm not so excited.
That was real, man.
It's gonna be on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thank God it's free.
They're talking right now about doing Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. What? Jake Paul apparently wants that fight. And he agreed to, I think it was 99% to 1, where Joshua gets 99% of the money and he gets 1%.
Well, my thoughts on it is that Jake Paul's had a lot of accusations over the years for a guy who's had no amateur fights. What's he had, about 10 or 12 fights? I'm not sure what he's had. And, you look at the opposition he's had, and people saying, when's he going to fight somebody? He stepped up. He's stepping up to a 2-time world champion, a genuine heavyweight, a proper heavyweight champion, and an active fighter. And this is a big moment for him, and you got to take your hat off to him for that. As regarding AJ, I'm sure AJ's wants a fight back after that, that unbelievable loss he had against Daniel Dubois. That's quite an emphatic loss. He wants to come back, get himself dip his toe in the water. He's going to get paid a lot of money for this. This fight's going to generate a lot of money, because for me, it's a fighter. Jake Paul's going to be a massive underdog against a big favourite, a big odds-on favourite. Can he do it or not? This is a car crash, and people will watch it. That's what people do at car crashes. That's what this is.
If you don't win this fight in 30 seconds, there's going to be 2 things thrown at him. One, good. A lot of people going to say, you can't afford Jake Paul. You're terrible. You're never any good. So forget he was 2-time heavyweight champion in the world. Who's the fellow that's struggled with Jake Paul? And God forbid he gets beat. Imagine if he got beat, or he gets dropped, or the rest of his career can't pretty much for nothing in most people's eyes. And the second thing is, if he does take him rounds, if he does hold him up, if he does play the game and get a few rounds in, and it's a bit of an exhibition style thing, he'll never be taken serious by most paying public ever again. So I just think it's a no-win situation for Anthony Joshua. Apart from the 50 million quid, of course, which is not too bad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is crazy. Who you got in this fight? I gotta go Jake. Oh God.
Who the fuck is he fighting?
Jake's good. I'm not betting on this fight.
Joshua's good.
Tyson warned that this mix of confidence and fearlessness can be dangerous, even capable of shocking much bigger opponents. But once the conversation shifted to Anthony Joshua, everything took a more serious tone. Mike made it clear, if Jake Paul expects to hang in the ring with someone of Joshua's caliber, confidence alone won't save him. He said Jake would need real fundamentals, sharper technique, better footwork, strict discipline, and a level of composure he hasn't needed against anyone he's faced so far. Tyson reminded everyone that Joshua isn't Nate Robinson. He isn't Tyron Woodley. He isn't Ben S. AJ is a former two-time heavyweight champion with the type of power that can end a fight instantly with just one solid shot. He emphasized that Joshua's physical presence is more than just being big. The difference in weight, reach, strength, and high-level experience is massive. Tyson stressed that Jake can't fight the way he usually does. He can't just march forward, load up on a big right hand, or let his ego run the show. Because if a heavyweight, like Joshua, connects clean, especially with that kind of explosive force, Jake's night ends right then and there.
Goes Jake Paul. The cojones this motherfucker has. From a Disney kid to YouTube to... He can fight anyone and get views and make fucking money. This crazy wild boy sends out the bat signal, the British bat signal for Anthony motherfucking Joshua. You know how crazy that is? I will say this. I don't think any of Jake Paul's fights are fixed in any capacity. At all. Not even close. I don't get down that narrative. Again, I know online that's a fun narrative, all that shit. I will say this though. My spidey senses will go off if Anthony Joshua doesn't absolutely mop the floor with him. Now, kudos to Jake for taking this fight. My God, dude, you are a brave young man. You deserve every cent for that fight. My word, dude, there's so much respect. So much respect. He worked so hard at the craft. That's amazing. Kudos to you. Here's the reality. Anthony Joshua is a gold medalist in the Olympics. He's a multiple-time world champion. He's fought the best of the best. He's not really over the hill either. If Jake Paul was just another boxer with his resume and his experience, you know, he's about a mid-blue belt. If we're giving you belts like jiu-jitsu, he's probably a blue belt, fighting in main events and all this stuff. If this fight isn't an absolute domination by Anthony Joshua, my spidey senses will go off. Now, that's not to say that I'm not saying Jake Paul has any language in the contract. There's no foul play whatsoever on Jake Paul's part. My skeptical hippo eyes or my spidey senses will come off that Anthony Joshua's not taking this real and he's not putting his best performance forward.
Tyson also pointed out something people tend to overlook. If Jake Paul approaches the fight with strategy instead of ego, he can create real problems for Joshua. Using quick movement, sharp timing, and refusing to stand in one spot like a classic heavyweight could make Jake unpredictable, and unpredictability can frustrate even elite fighters. Mike explained that some of the most dangerous opponents are the ones no one expects to be competitive. The guys who step in with nothing to lose often throw strange angles, awkward timing, and chaotic shots that seasoned champions don't train for. Tyson also praised Jake's mentality. He noted that Jake consistently chooses difficult fights instead of playing it safe, and that willingness to challenge himself is something Tyson genuinely respects. But Tyson didn't sugarcoat the reality either. He emphasized that if Joshua comes in prepared, focused, and disciplined, Jake is walking straight into the fire. AJ is one of the most devastating punchers of his generation, and Tyson made it clear that Jake can't afford to let emotions dictate the fight. According to Tyson, Jake's only path to surviving is fighting with intelligence, no reckless brawling, no ego-driven moments, no careless exchanges. He has to avoid that one perfect shot from Joshua that could instantly end the night. Tyson's final remarks shocked many fans. He insisted people should stop acting like Jake Paul has zero chance. In boxing, everyone has a chance. But defeating Anthony Joshua would require Jake to fight a flawless fight, precise, disciplined, and mistake-free. Because with Joshua's power, one misstep can put anyone to sleep. With Tyson's breakdown, the fight has now become one of the most unpredictable matchups of the year. A former heavyweight champion facing a wildcard disruptor, who has rewritten the rules of modern boxing.